It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Daniels on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it'll bring up third down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jabari Zuniga. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Prescott from the gun. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Locke. That's complete. Okuegbunam stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Right there, 54.
Locke now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing his Locke on third down. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
A 41-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. And the Titans first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield and stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Block now to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Locke working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw it is Locke. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Right there, 54, right there.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Marr is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Derrick Henry.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott now. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Locke gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Locke now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Hunt. And some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 26 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Daniels on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabari Zuniga able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
5-yard line.
They shall run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing now is Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle here to Brown. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
43-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike, come, 132 fight. Shoot.
On 1st down. It's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Locke now on 1st down. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 8.